Uh-huh. Just looking at the keyboard, yes. And the key, uh-huh. The crucial or main element. Wow. Now there's the key note, the first and harmonically fundamental tone of a scale. Yeah. Then there's the principle or the theme. Now, this idea of the ears, yes. Could you get me anything in the ears of those that are chipped? Yes. That are not the actual employees of the government? Yeah. There is the possibility, in fact, it's actually documented. There are a couple different things about people, right? Let's say a dog has hearing at actual frequencies different than the human ear. Yes. And then they have that sense of smell. Yes. That is much more developed than the human sense of smell. Yes. This idea of farting or shitting an individual. Yes. My sense of smell is that even though I fart, yes. In fact, I've noticed an increase of gas. I've been eating Cheerios that are gluten free. Yes. And I think that is lowering my cholesterol. Yes. And I'm feeling healthier as a person. I eat them dry. I don't put any milk or anything on them. It's like a personal snack. Yes. And I'm noticing that I'm having some regular bowel movements, but the concern is, yes, is the smell of the actual fart. Now there was this thought, yes, that we would control the gas of people. Yes. If you could get me the actual farts of your dogs, yes, that have the nose of each other, yes, that smell the fart of each other, poo. Dogs, they're kind of weird. They go around smelling each other's buttholes. Yes, they do. I've never understood why a dog's nose would want to smell the butthole of another dog. Yes. Now, I don't really smell the buttholes of those that I have sex with. Yes. I expect to see your anus. Yes, he does. But this idea that you're going to use a technology where it's a dog's nose, yes, where you're going to smell the butthole of each other, yes. Now, it could be, okay, that there's some chip technology, yes, that could be connected to the nose, yes, the nose, that the dogs actually have been sniffing anything that they could smell, yes. Now, for some women, you might have a bad smell down there. How? You having a gas problem? There's something that a woman can do that I think is very, very important that I can't do as a man. They can actually fart their vaginas. Now, let's say you want to fill up the womb with a gas. Yes, yes, yes. And you had control of the actual vaginal opening. Yep. I know community standards, but this is documented that women do have gas in their vagina. Yes. So I'm not doing anything crude, rude, or pornographic. Yes. Now, my thought was if an inhibited woman were to only wear a garter belt that snaps onto her stockings and was to wear 2 to 3 inch high heels while baking cookies, yes, she could actually cause the farting of her vagina, yes, which would remove a lot of the toxins of being a woman. Now, I mentioned wanting to live a long life, yes. Expecting that most volunteers are inhibited. The whole thought of me asking them, well, would you mind farting your vagina? But let's say the dog has a nose that can smell, yes, what people can't smell. Is there any possibility that if you had a chip in your body, yes, and you had a twin that is a dog, yes, that was going to be on you every time you were going to have sex, yes, that they are controlling the actual gas in your womb, your ovary, the fallopian tubes, yes, behind the cervix channel, or quite possibly on the other side of the cervix channel in the vagina itself, yes. Now, if I was to grab your dog's vagina and I started farting the dog, and the dog's nose is connected to an infrastructure known as the farting vagina infrastructure. I think we need to squeeze the actual vaginal muscles of those in the family that made look-alike replacements for government employees. Yes. And those in the hierarchy of Christianity. That for some reason they have lost all attraction to their husbands. Now, let's say you're married to a spouse that happens to be very inhibited. Poop. And the whole thought of me having sex with you is that my vaginal muscle is full of gas. Yes. Because the dog that you've been having sex with, that you told me I had to be on while we were doing this, yes, she actually has control of the amount of toxic gas in my womb. Now, there probably is a technology, isn't that right? Yes, where if we were to sew in, is it 5G? No, 3G? Frequencies? How about the electric grid? Maybe a little static today? Oh, through the calves. Yes. Why don't we squeeze the vaginas and fart the dogs today? Yes, the vaginal muscle. And that could cause a farting, yes, of the toxicity of the.